Yahoo Analytics says that more consumers are researching their own credit report, and in fact, when looking at search statistics, credit report gets twice as many search requests than credit score. So what's the difference between your report and your score, and which should you be paying more attention to? Certified Financial Planner Joe Bert, the Oracle of Orlando, is joining us right now with more on that for Money Monday. Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
Morning, Amy. Good to be here.
All right, good. We're glad you're here. So what goes into your credit report?
Well, your credit report is your history of what you're doing, and your credit report is what makes up your credit score. And your credit score is kept by a company called FICO. You know what FICO stands for? Fair Isaac Corporation. This is the great game controller in the sky, if you will, that has a sophisticated algorithm that keeps track of everybody's credit history.
So how do you influence your credit report? Obviously, we've all done things in the past that were like, oh, that's really going to screw things up. How do we make it better?
Well, several things. First of all, they want to look at your payment history. Obviously, if you pay your bills on time, that helps you. If you don't pay your bills on time, it's going to hurt you. How about the amount of credit that you have? How much is out there? And if you have it out there, once again, are you paying the bills on time? And the kind of credit that you have. Your regular mortgage payments, car payments, that isn't such a big influence. But if you have a lot of revolving debt, that's a big influence. And then how much credit do you open up? Are you consistently, when you go to the store, you know, Amy, you go to Best Buy, you go to Bed Bath & Beyond, the first thing they ask you, you want a credit card? And when you get those credit cards, the number of credit cards that you have affects your credit score.
All right, that's good to know. Okay, so we've got some questions from our viewers.
Sure.
Yuveni asks, I use my credit card for $50 to $70 purchases every couple of months, and I pay the balance when the bill comes. Is this helping my credit at all? So they're basically a light user of their credit card.
Definitely. A regular payment history of using your credit cards is good. In fact, if you have a number of credit cards, but you only use a couple of them, one of the tricks is to use those cards that you don't use on a regular basis at least once or twice a year to buy some gas. That shows that you're a good user of credit.
All right, Danny wants to know, does it impact your credit score if you settle a debt rather than just pay it off?
Yeah, it definitely does. If you're going to settle a debt, which means that you have defaulted on the loan, that does impact your score. You want to pay off that debt if you can.
All right, and real quick, Tommy wants to know, what are the steps for suing a credit agency if they post wrong information? Obviously, this happens.
Well, the best thing to do is get an attorney, because it's not amateur time. You got to get an attorney involved because you can't do it yourself, and you have to really look at the impact of that.
All right, Joe Bert, the Oracle of Orlando, Certified Financial Group. Always great to see you. Thanks for coming in. All right, and if you have credit